I have to stop you before you go in. I just think you are pretty.
Thank you. You want to come in?
Yeah, okay, yeah, because you're really cold, huh?
I felt
You
like
liar.
Yes, I am.
There's this constant pressure on you that you are supposed to be good with women. And this is absolutely not true. Because when you walk around with this pressure on you, you feel like I have to do everything right. I have to walk into every situation and do it right the first time because you're already operating from, if I don't do this well, that means that I'm just another guy who's not good with women. So, I'm gonna shine a light on that today. Exactly how have you got there in your thinking and the way to go about the journey. I have to stop you before you go in. Do you know that? Do you speak English?
Yeah.
Yes. I just think you are pretty.
Thank you.
And I couldn't let you go in. So I was like, who are you coming to see?
I live here actually, but my keys are upstairs. So.
Oh, okay. So I'm not trying to stop you from going in, but I do want to meet you though.
Where are you from? Are you from here?
No, I'm from Chicago. What about you? Uh-huh.
I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, you are? Is this very strange situation for you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could I, just a minute, I just need to call her because I don't know. First of all, I'm hearing dogs and I don't own dogs.
You don't own dogs?
I don't know, they're like, I feel like they're supposed to be free. Or something.
What are you doing here in Budapest?
I work here. Here? What are you doing here?
I work, not here, but I live here and I work from here.
How does that work exactly? You live here, but you don't live here?
I live here, but I don't work here. I mean, like, I don't have a Hungarian job.
Oh, okay.
So my job is a traveling job, but I've chose to stay here because I really do like Budapest.
Okay.
Are you worried that you're not going to be able to get in?
Yeah, no. It's just, I'm cold. And I have to be somewhere, actually.
You do?
Yeah, it's like...
Do it go zzzz, like that?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Well, if this is not the best time to speak?
You want to come in?
Yeah, okay, yeah, because you're really cold, huh?
Because I can't, like,
Because you're not going to be able to get in. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay. My hands were so cold holding on to that
It's
pole.
so cold out there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Do you like it here?
it's all right. I don't know how I feel about it, like, at this moment, like, right now. Because I'm just coming from, like, the police station.
Psychopath. It's like a woman's worst nightmare.
Anyway, I'm gonna go up now.
Yeah. Right now, it's not the best time for you to speak.
Yeah.
Is it that you don't feel the best, or is it because you have to go somewhere?
Yeah, I have to go somewhere after. I just came to drop this off and change and go.
Okay, so you do have to do something. You have to do something, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Are you leaving?
No, I live here.
Oh.
So I want to see you again.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have a Hungarian job, but I live here, though. Like, I have an apartment here.
Okay. That's cool. So,
What's the best way to get in contact with you?
with the phone.
With your phone?
Definitely.
That's good for you?
Through like, one of these cellular devices.
One of these. And what is your name?
Jenna.
Jenna.
Yeah.
Yes. My name is Anthony.
Nice to meet you, Anthony.
You
I
have-
like your jacket. So. Cool and stuff. Yeah.
I caught you at a weird time, huh?
Yes, because I was just like pissed off, thinking in my head right now. And then
Like,
You're like, you have to stop me. I'm like, oh God, what now?
I was like, this situation is probably gonna be weird because I'm stopping her from going in, but I know I want to meet her. That's the only thing I was thinking.
I thought you lived here and you were like, oh, you can't let me in. Because I thought you were about to get in yourself. And you're like, oh, you can let me in. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you have any contacts?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're brown.
Yeah, I can't see without them. So I tell everyone they're my eyes. Actually, I tell
You
everyone.
liar.
Yes, I am.
They look nice on you, but
Thank you.
but it's very easy to see, like when somebody's eyes are not their eyes.
I know, right? I mean, these are pretty deliberate because they're these like larger lenses and stuff. Anyway, I mean, if I can't see, I might as well have fun with it. So it's like every other week, I'm like something else. Green, blue, brown.
You should try purple.
Purple?
Yeah. Is this your friend?
No.
Oh.
Another.
He came out smiling. That's how I was like, this is your friend. Is it +36?
Yeah, 70. Message me. I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure? Okay, well, we'll figure something out. We'll have a coffee and it'll be a better time for you, okay?
Yes. Just try to ignore my spilling of guts right now. I'm just so furious.
Oh, that's all right. Well,
Yeah.
I can give you a nice hug because you're so fierce, okay?
Thank you.
I'll see you.
See you.
Jenna. The first reason why you feel that you should be good with women is comparing yourself to men who supposedly already have it or had it or were born with it. This is one reason why you feel like you should be good with women. Because you go, you know what? I'm 30 or I'm 40 or I'm 20 something and I should have had this part of my life handled because I'm looking around and I'm seeing all the men who have this handled. So let me give you some insight into my life with women. I don't like saying this, but I'm going to choose to tell you this right now. I've never met a guy who's had a three-way for his first time having sex like me. I've never met a guy who's lost his virginity at 11 years old like me. I've never met a guy who's had 2 three-ways before he was the age of 14 like me. You probably didn't know that because I never say it, because I don't lead with it. I don't care about that. But if I said that to you in every video, let's say I led with that, like, you know what, you should be like me. You should be so natural and, you know, be able to just talk to women and know that this is something that men should do. And I led in every video like that. You would feel like, fuck, I'm supposed to be like that. I'm supposed to be someone who's good with women. I'm supposed to be the one who just had it. And I have to tell you, even though I was someone who started very young with this, meaning at the age of 8 years old, looking at my brothers who were players, being good with women and going, how am I going to get girls like that? I don't feel like I'm attractive. I don't see girls coming after me like that. I like this one girl, but she likes this other guy. I see my brothers, they have it so easy. I started off, yes, in that way at a very, very young age, and I was fortunate to be in that position because I can share this with you today. But even me, someone who comes from that position, I don't know anyone who's come from that position like that. I've never met anyone else who's had that track in life. Never. That's why I talk about different things in pickup, because I come from a very different background with this. But going back to this, even though I was someone who had a lot of choice when I was younger, some stories that you would be like, oh my God, type of stories. Really. I still couldn't appreciate women the way that I do now. I still couldn't. I needed to learn what it was like to actually be true with women, because even though I started in that position, it wasn't a very true place I was coming from. I really learned to appreciate women when I was coming from a true position, which is what I'm going to talk about later. But I give you that to let you know just because I came from that position doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. I still didn't feel like I was strong as a man. I still had worthiness issues. I still felt like I was very weak in masculinity. I felt like I couldn't stand up for myself. All these things I still had when I was having these experiences with women. So just because a guy is quote unquote natural, like I was, or like I am, or whatever you want to call it, does not mean anything. It doesn't. So the comparing yourself to a guy who, so to speak, already has it, or someone who just seems like he just gets it, can now stop. Because even me, someone who got it at a very young age, very, very young, I got it. I seriously did. I got it. That didn't mean anything. It didn't. Because I knew that I still couldn't have a woman. I could get women, but I didn't know how to have a woman. I still felt weak in ways. Women would test me in ways and I would get very, very reactive. Still. And the guys out there who you even call like good with women, or they are naturals, anything like that, which I would say no, many of them aren't, and if they are, they went through something similar like me, because I haven't met anybody who's had sex at 11 or anything like that. Even those guys who you call good with women, they still aren't truly themselves. Somebody may go, they're being truly themselves, and that's why women like them. No, they are expressing the self that they feel they are. That they think they are, that they think they are. And they become comfortable in that. And once you express something over and over and over and you get a lot of positive feedback, you go, this is who I am. And if you become comfortable in that, that's what people call confidence or believing in yourself. You believe in the self that you've built. And you're so belief in it sometimes where it feels immovable. And guys are like, I just want to be confident like him. I just want to be like that guy. He seems like he already has it. He seems like he's doing everything right. And me being in a position where I don't know what I'm doing in this, I don't even want to go approach because maybe I'll do it wrong. Maybe I'll feel like a loser, or maybe I'll screw it up. Because this instills in you perfection. This is something it definitely does. It instills in you to be perfect, to never mess up. The comparing needs to stop, because it doesn't matter if the guy is good with women, quote unquote. That doesn't matter. What about your life? What about where it's going? And then I bring you to this point. Just because a guy is good with women does not mean that he appreciates women. Let me be very, very pointed with this. Just because a guy is good with women does not mean that he appreciates women. To really appreciate women is to be without women. Because even in that period of time where I was having sex, where I had women in my life, very, very young, I didn't appreciate them. I was a manipulator. It was very difficult for me to see them as someone who is bright, the feminine glow, any of that. It was very, very difficult for me to see that because I was more interested in getting something from me. Because I was wanting to move from the place of not having women to now having the control over women. That's what I wanted. Looking back, I'm like, yes, I wanted control over women because I felt like the circumstances in my life were so controlled by women that I wanted control over women. And I moved in that direction to manipulation. I did. So I couldn't appreciate women. But it was when I was 14 and I made the choice that I was going to be celibate. I tell you, that's what I tell you, my journey is very different. I made the choice from 14 to 19 that I was going to be celibate. And I was. From 14 to 19, I was celibate. After having all that sex, I went celibate because I was like, I feel like something is wrong with this. And I actually said to myself, I'm not going to have sex until marriage because I was in church at the time. But as much as I talk about religion, at the times I have talked about it being something that could stop you from expressing your sexuality, it was something that also saved me from being a manipulator. It was, to just be honest with you, that my journey was, it saved me from that. And in it saving me from that, it allowed me to really now start to want to connect to women truly. Because in the position I was coming from, I wasn't really connecting because it was for me. It was for the sake of control. It didn't mean anything that I was good with women. Let me tell you that. It didn't mean anything. The guy who you probably have never heard say that he's had the sexual experiences that he's had at a very young age is telling you that it didn't mean anything. It didn't. When I started to go down a path of truly now being truthful and really expressing that which I am, that's when I started to really enjoy women. That's when I started to really appreciate women. So that's why I tell you that just because a guy is good with women does not mean that he appreciates them. Does not mean that at all. Coming from the guy right now who has had experiences that most men will have never went through. But in the catching myself and becoming true, this is when things start to change. So why do I continuously tell you this through this video about appreciating women and being true and not caring about guys who are good with women? Because actually it means nothing. It means nothing. It doesn't. You will be imprisoned so profoundly by your thoughts that you will never approach a woman because you're coming from the position of, I should be good with women, and that prisons someone. It keeps you from not approaching. It makes you go, I want to get it right on the first time, and I won't do anything until I know that I'm going to do it right. I'm going to get it right the first time. Your path in this should never be, okay, am I as good as him? Or, you know, what about him though? But he has it, you know. I don't want the girl to find out that I'm actually not that confident right now because I'm just starting out. If you allow your path to stay that, what's going to happen is you're going to stay where you are. This is what's going to happen. You're going to stay where you are. But if you allow your journey to be different by seeing that, okay, I can really appreciate women because I haven't had women. Because me, even though I had women through my past, I still didn't appreciate them. I didn't really have women. I fucked women, yes I did, but I didn't really have them. I couldn't really feel them and really be there with them. I was more interested in being the man who was like the good man with women and, he was smooth. I was more interested in being that than actually interacting and being there with the girl truly. So I tell you, even guys who you may perceive to be like, oh, he's good with women, or fuck man, girls will go for him over me because he seemed like he just has it, doesn't mean anything because most naturals, or quote unquote, I don't like calling them natural, but most guys who have learned it a different way than the community still in many ways are far away from their actual self. They're just confident in what they have gotten positive feedback on. That's what they're confident in. Don't be fooled by the fact that just because a guy is good with women, he automatically appreciates women and he has a different way that he goes about life. No, don't be so fooled by that. I give you the chance to know that this journey can be very, very different for you. That you can let go and go, yes, he is good with women, and right now I feel like I'm not. It's okay for you to come from that position. It's when you're not okay about the fact right now that you don't really know how to do this, or you don't have women in your life. It's when you're not okay with that, that it becomes an issue, a true issue. To the point where you'll be in front of the girl and you'll be like, what's the smooth thing to say? And then you'll get locked up all the time because you're coming from the position of you don't want people to know that you're bad at this. And the actual things that you're not bad at this is not. You just haven't expressed yourself in this way. But you're not bad at it. You just haven't expressed yourself in this way. This is very important for you to see. You are not bad. You just are not used to expressing yourself to women. That is the only difference. You feel you're bad because you're not doing it. And you're like, fuck, when I do it, I know I'm going to be bad. And all those thoughts are the things that you need to battle with, really. What you need to come to grace with when you're going out and you actually start this. That is it. You're learning to come to peace with the things about yourself that you tell yourself. And as you come to peace with that and you have a grace with it, what naturally follows is being able to speak to women. To really appreciate women, you need to be without women. I don't look at my path early in my life like, oh, I was just so fucking just smooth and I was cool. No, I don't look at my path like that. I don't. I look at it as I was someone who learned it at a very young age. Yes, I was. I was fortunate to do that. But I didn't have women, though. I was still afraid in many ways. I couldn't stand up for myself. I had a girl who controlled me when I was younger. All these things that happened to me. But it was through the not really having women that now I can really be connected to women because I'm coming from the place of truth. I'm being in front of a girl and I'm truly being there. I truly want to meet her. I don't do the thing like I used to do in the past where I would say things that I thought were smooth and I would be this way. And it was coming across as if I wanted her, but I really didn't. I was just wanting to get something from her, which is sex. Now I can really speak to the woman. I thank you for tuning in with me for this whole video because this will allow you to know that you're not supposed to be good with women. You're not supposed to be. Many guys feel like I should have had this by now. I don't care whatever age you are, as long as you caught yourself, as long as you know now that you struggle, that is the greatest thing because now you know that you can go down a path of not struggling. That's what you need to look at. Right now, I don't know. Great. You don't know. But that it gives you the chance to now know. That's the beauty of this. That's how appreciation comes in. It comes in first through not knowing. And then knowing. That's the path of appreciation. You're like, fuck, I don't know how to do this. But then you start going out there and you do it. Then you go, fuck, I appreciate the fact that I didn't know how to do it because now I can really appreciate the fact that I do know how to do it. Enjoy this journey wherever you are. I don't care if you're in your early 20s. I don't care if you're in your late 40s. I don't care if you're in your mid 30s. Enjoy this where you are because wherever you are right now, that same number of years later, it can be different. What I say to guys is, if this is your first 20 years and you feel like, fuck, I should have known this, great. You don't. Now you can allow the next 20 for you to be able to get to know. If a guy's 40, I go, the next 40 years of your life can be different, but I can guarantee you that if you don't do it, the next 40 years of your life will be the same. If he's 35, I say the same thing to him. Step out of the prison of your mind and just go, this is the chance. I don't need to compare no more. Yes, I'm not good at this. Become okay with that. But now that you can become okay with that, truly, you can say, now I have a chance. Believe it or not, my Berlin seminar does have some spots left, and I invite you to come because this is the only time I'm coming to Berlin this year. If you want to come to one of my other seminars, you're going to have to travel to London or Budapest. If you want to know more about that, go below in the description box and click the link and you'll find out all about it. Also, if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, I do have some spots available for Europe. I only have 5 more spots available, and I'll only do one-on-one for now. To know more about that, I'll put below my email, which is tonysolo@theessenceofmen.com. My website will be out soon, so please be patient with me. I have a free Meet the Bedroom series. Everything from the approach all the way to the bedroom. Teaching you the process through. The only thing I cut out is texting because I don't want to teach you that. You would have to come see me. And lastly, subscribe and share because somebody needs to hear this. Whether it be your friend or your brother, someone that's close to you. Like I always say, who you are is valuable for that which you want in life and in relation to women. It's just realizing it. I speak to you in a few days.